Any available unit near the Paleto Bay Delta. A possible disturbance. Gunfire reported. Route 68. Respond code 3.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Ride Along LSPDFR. I am trivialxhippo, and today we're in the Highway Patrol skin. Yep, that's right. We're going to be doing some traffic today, mainly because when my updated to the newest version of Rage plugin hook, I had some issues with all the mods being compatible, especially the callouts. So we're still in the process of getting that worked out. And until then, I'm just going to run some traffic, put this in the traffic series. As you guys have probably heard, we had some tragedy here in Baton Rouge, about 15 minutes from my house. Two officers, Baton Rouge Police Department, and one deputy from East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office were killed in due to gunfire, and it's been pretty rough. I was going to record an episode a little sooner than this, but I found it hard to. I needed some time to kind of meditate on that and kind of think about life and stuff. And you know, when tragedy happens like this, it's important to learn from it, but it's also important to be able to move on and continue like fighting the good fight, and that is to spread peace. The goal of this is to be a peace warrior and to do the right thing in law enforcement, and our presence is supposed to encourage peace when there's disorder. So I think that's, you know, the main goal of law enforcement is to, you know, spread peace wherever you go as best you can and solve problems. But anyway, we're gonna get started, start running some radar. We'll try to do some commercial vehicle enforcement too today. Trying to think about where we should go. This area traffic gets pretty slow, and I don't think we're gonna really catch anybody unless it's like getting ANPR hits or ALPR hits. I'm sorry. So I think we might just come down here to this bend where we might have a little hard time being visible to traffic coming through, and let's quickly try to, trying to thread the needle there. Alright, well, we're going to start running radar and see if we come across anybody. We'll jump right into this and get started. Alright, this guy's got a license suspended, and he was going 67 and a 55. And it's this vehicle right up here. So we're going to switch to first-person view. We're going to get a nice little position on him here, blip him, and we're going to run the check plates. Fortune 19 headquarters, 1026 Sabre GT 25 Victor Tango 558.
Suspect's license plate 25 Victor Tom 558. Proceed with caution.
Alright, we got a good place to light him up over here, so we'll probably call it in. Fortune 19, Signal 18, dark colored Sabre, speeding. Stand by for location. Let's see, we're on Barbarino Road, so we'll do that. Dispatch is going to be on Barbarino Road, right past the surf shack. Alright, let's get him to pull up some. Alright, stop there. And let's get a nice little position behind him. We're going to be blocking somebody's driveway, but, you know, it's all good. Alright, hop out right away. We don't want to be sitting in our vehicle longer than we have to. Man. The first person's a little wonky. Let's check our brief real quick and see if we can get that guy's name. Ryan Bentley. Alright, so we know he's got a license suspended, so that's going to be a citation. And he's insured. He's got one previous citation. So we're definitely going to write him for speeding, and we're just going to kind of see what we can figure out from what's going on in his vehicle. Looks like we're occupied ×1. The rule is +1. So if you have one subject in the car, expect to see 2. If you find one gun in the car, expect to find another one. And you keep adding another and another and another until you've searched the whole thing. But always expect it to be more than you anticipate. So we're going to leave our fingerprint on the back of the vehicle here, and we're going to walk up and stand behind this pillar and speak with the driver. How are you doing today, sir? I am Sergeant Trippo with the... Well... Now we're on Highway Patrol. I'm Sergeant Hippo with the Los Santos Highway Patrol. The reason I'm stopping you today is because we're going 76 and a 55. Any justified reason for that? If not, I need to see your ID, please.
Hey. Get bump.
Alright, Mr. Bentley. For your safety in mind, I'm going to ask you to stay in your vehicle while I evaluate these materials. Alright, we're going to walk back to our vehicle here. We're going to go run his information again, cross-check it with our computer. And we are going to be issuing him a citation. So ideally, I would have all of this you know, able to be printed out in my vehicle, that would be the good way to do it, is have everything ready. So when I walk back up to the vehicle, I could tell him exactly what the ticket's for, what he has to do to get it fixed. But because of how the game works, we're at a point where you have to pretty much write the ticket at the window. So we'll use that as an opportunity to explain the ticket as if we were just handing it over to him. So he's got a suspended license, and that's not cool. We don't need to arrest him for that. It's minor, and technically we could, you know, ream him on this, but we're gonna let it go as a citation. He'll have to get that fixed in court. He'll have to go to court and answer to why he was driving on a suspended. He'll probably get his he might even have to serve time for this, depending on how the judge goes with it. But we're gonna issue him a summons for that and for speeding. So he's gonna have to pay a fine and deal with that as well. So let's go back up to the vehicle. All right. So, Mr. Ryan, I've issued you a citation, and I have your materials here. You're gonna have to go to court and speak with the judge about your citation, about your suspended license, and you can also pay the speeding ticket by calling this number if you have any questions. I noticed you have it smells like marijuana. Have you been driving under the influence today, sir? Let's see. Let's see. I'm in the clouds. Okay. I don't know if you're fit to drive. You were speeding back there. I mean, most people, they smoke and they drive slow. Is there anything else illegal in the vehicle? Not that you know of. Okay, well, if this is your vehicle, you should know what's in it. Have anything to drink today? No. Would you mind if I took a look around? No. Well, I'll tell you what. You don't seem to know what's in your vehicle, and okay, I have a probable cause to search because of the marijuana. So you know, we're at this point now. So if you wouldn't mind, step out for me, sir, please. And for your safety of mine, I'm gonna place you in cuffs.
LSPD! Don't make me shoot you!
Let's see. And I'm just going to pat you down real quick for officer safety. Do you have anything in your pockets that can poke or stick me, sir? I like to think you don't.
You're looking good.
A crack pipe. Alright, well, sir, based on what you have in your pocket, that crack pipe being contraband in this state, we are looking at charges for arrest. So I'm going to place you in the back of my vehicle. Oh god, that was a glitch. That's kind of weird. 419, 11015, male. Alright, let's see, we're gonna search his vehicle. You know, if I didn't find anything, I would be inclined to want to let him go. Just because, you know, a crack pipe, yeah, if it's got residue on it, it's, you know, he's doing crack. It's contraband. It's paraphernalia. Yeah, you know, that's why we search a vehicle when we detect something. So he has a bag of marijuana. Probably don't care too much about that because this would technically be a legal state if this was based on California, unless he didn't have a recreation card or a medical card or whatever, medical card. But in the trunk we found 4 grams of coke, and that's definitely illegal. So he's going in for the paraphernalia. He's going in for the cocaine and potentially the marijuana if his medical records don't check out. I can't even close my door. That's so weird. And he's going to get his car towed today, and we're going to go ahead and attach the speeding violation as a citation, and the suspended license is going to go in for the charge of arrest. So we're going to go ahead and call up a tow truck and get this moved out of the way. I do not want to attach the vehicle myself. And we're going to go back and handle this. So I can't close the door. Yeah, there we go. Never mind. Scratch that. Alright, well, this car is towed. Alright, Mr. Ryan. Man, that escalated quickly. If you wouldn't have been speeding, wouldn't have been an issue. But, you know, looks like you'd be going in today. 419 headquarters, 11015 male Ryan Bentley en route to, damn, I'm gonna have to drive all the way for that. That's a long ass drive. I'll tell you what, maybe we'll call a prisoner transport for him. So let's do that right now. I guess I could, they should be able to come if he's in the back. Let me see. So 419 1016 Ryan Bentley. Let's see. Here we go.
required.
there we go. I got one over there.
Placed under arrest in Chumash.
Copy that. On the way.
Roger.
Oh, look at this. Now, I did download these sheriff skins, and I modified a couple of them because I wanted a commercial vehicle enforcement livery. So I made this one. I lightened the livery up, and I added the decals for commercial vehicle enforcement. So that's coming up in a future episode. You'll see that we're going to be doing some commercial vehicle enforcement with the sheriff livery. That'll probably be in the next episode if the mods for callouts aren't working all the way. So we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear and go from there. But Mr. Bentley's going to be picked up. He's at 10:15, and he'll be going in for those charges. So let's get back on the road. All right, that was a really good spot to run radar because coming off that bridge, people usually don't see you. So when you're running radar, but we have room to pull people over right after. So we're going to take advantage of that. Swerve out onto the side of the road here. Thread the needle. Come back up. Get a nice little angle of attack right here. So we can see out the front window and also have a way to pull out. So this is a 55. And people are booking it. I think we should call it 60. Even though it does slow down over there. We're going to call it 60. And anybody going too fast or that has any issues, we're going to hit them. I know at first there was a couple of cars, but when you're getting set up, it's I don't know. He's going 60. See, everybody's starting to slow down again. Oh, 68, and the owner's wanted. So this is definitely going to be an arrest, and we're gonna let dispatch know about that when we pull him over. So 418 dispatch 1026 on a Buffalo 87 WDQ016. Flip him as well. So
Target license plate 87 William David Queen 0.
we got a felony warrant, so we're going to do a felony stop on him. My custom backup is not working very well, so we're going to do a solo backup, but we're going to remember the +1 rule when we do this, and we're going to do a felony backup, a felony stop the best way we can that the game will allow. Okay, so I'll show you how I do my felony stops solo in this game, and you can kind of tell me how you do yours. So let's go forward. Just park on the side of the road, buddy. Come on. Thank God for Mimic. Alright, so he's no longer mimicking us. Let's get a good angle because this is going to be a felony stop, okay? So I'm not worried about being in traffic a little bit right here, even though we don't want to be in traffic because that's one of the major dangers of this. But we want to have enough space between us and the suspect here. And this is a felony stop, so we're going to be calling him out at gunpoint. Let's see if I'm close enough to do this. Let's see. Should we get a little closer? Man, see, I'm not close enough in my patrol vehicle to do a call out at this distance, which is something that you should be able to do. Look at this distance right here. That's a good distance to be away from somebody who may want to harm you. You know, and if you have a weapon trained on them, chances are you'll have to drop on them before they have it on you. And this is a really good distance to do a felony stop. Now, how the game works, we're not able to use our vehicle for cover, so we're gonna have to move a little bit closer and do that. So there's an issue with that, and you know, we just have to make do. You know, but we try to be as realistic as we can in this process and do what we can. So we're gonna draw our weapon on him and driver of the Buffalo, step out. Hands out the window, hands above your head, hands above your head. Stop. On the ground. Get on the ground. We gotta stop traffic here. Oh, update manager. No, we don't want to do that. We wanted to stop traffic. I gotta get that key binding fixed. Alright, so we're gonna walk up to the vehicle. We're gonna place a fingerprint, make sure the trunk is not open. We don't want to be surprised by another +1. And we're gonna try to search this vehicle the best we can. No other occupants. Portion 18 dispatch, show 1, going in for 10:15. Now, I should have alerted dispatch. See, what I did wrong was, come on. Now, what I did wrong in this situation, I didn't tell dispatch that I was pulling him over. I got a 1026 on the vehicle, so we ran his plates, but we did a felony stop without telling dispatch where we were. Okay, and this happens a lot. So this is my point. What if this guy would have got out and started shooting us? We didn't tell dispatch where we were doing the pullover. Now with GPS, they should see us where we are on our location, but we always want to give a verbal cue. You know, hey, we're US Route 1 by Encino Road. So we just said we're doing from my agency, Signal 18. So Signal 18, US Route 1, Encino Road. And yeah, Encino. Yeah, that's a weird. Sino? Any Center road. I could be wrong. You guys tell me. But we would have told them where we were stopping, and then occupied ×1, give the description of the vehicle as well. But, 1026 is obtain registration on, pull that up and see what's going on. So, we're going to go ahead and get out of that ped manager here. All right, sir, anything on you that poker stick me? I'm not. Gotta love searching right in front of the suspect. That's not a great idea. And we're gonna call for a transport for him, but we're gonna go ahead and put him in our unit now. Man, we've had 2 arrests on 2 traffic stops today, Man, just going to write some tickets, but everybody's wanted. Man, I wish I could close my door. That's not cool. Alright, we're gonna do a search on this vehicle here. He's wanted, and we're gonna have to inventory it. Now, technically, we pulled him over for speeding, and we did a felony stop on him. So we're going to search the vehicle, but we're going to do so through the methods of inventory. When you don't necessarily have PC to search somebody's vehicle, but you're impounding it, it's okay to inventory it so you know what's in it. So if they come back and say, well, I had $1 million in the trunk, you didn't check it, and it's gone now. See where they might be able to win something, So there's nothing of interest in the vehicle. It's been inventoried, so it's good to be impounded. We're going to get it off the road. We can't leave it. It's a traffic hazard here. And we're going to get this Buffalo out. So, Fortune 19 headquarters, 1079, US Route 1. It's in a road in my location. And the vehicle code for that would have been like a Class 1 or whatever, based on our call-outs. So, we're going to hop in. Siren's going to go off. I wish that bug would get fixed because it winds up messing up traffic pretty bad. So we're going to pull up here, get off the side of the road. And we're going to call in for that prisoner transport. For being out of law enforcement for just about a little over 2 years, you'd be surprised when you don't lose, you lose. And I'm a firm believer in that because I still make the mistakes that I tried very hard not to make. And habits are basically what our lives are made of. In law enforcement, out of law enforcement, everybody has habits. Everybody has, a method to their madness, and bad habits are what we need to avoid. Good habits are what we need to strive for. Bad habits are what we need to avoid. If you want to have an easy time in court, you should follow the same steps every time you pull over a vehicle and know where you are in those steps so that you don't mess up your traffic stops or flub anything. And a really good method to follow, I find, is verbal judo. It covers your ass legally, and it lets the driver and the occupants know why they're pulled over, so you give them ground to stand on, and it makes you seem more professional. I have success with this. I've used it. I've been able to talk to people in this way and be very effective. Some officers think it's bull, but they haven't learned to implement it correctly, or they've done the steps out of order, and it's led to altercations. So the best thing to do is to study it, know it in your sleep, even if your agency doesn't teach you. Learn it on your own. I did, and it was more valuable to me than anything they taught me in the academy. And I recommended it to them, but some of these old school hard-nosed guys think it's a lot easier just to be the police and not have to ask any questions or have anybody know what's going on. Nobody has to explain to me I'm the police. Bad way to look at it. It's a good way to get yourself killed, and in the age we live in the time, it's important to be able to talk to people. All right, so we got license expired and we got 7 over, so we'll take this as an opportunity to pull them over and see what we can do. And I think it's a cavalcade, not a cavalcade. I'm not too sure. All right, so Fortune 19 headquarters 1026 on a cavalcade 227 Lima Echo Kilo 873.
Suspect's license plate 27 Lincoln Edward King 8.
So we got an expired license, and he's a little bit looks like he could be left to center a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it was that curve, but we're giving him the benefit of the doubt. We're gonna just see what we observe in the vehicle. Fortune 19, Signal 18, US Route 1, Barbanero Road. Gonna be on a dark cavalcade, occupied ×2. Stand by for further information. Let's see. And pulled over. We let dispatch know where we were, what we were doing, who we were pulling over. They know we just ran a 1026 on this cavalcade, so they're expecting that that's going to be our vehicle. We reminded them that that is the vehicle that we're stopping, that cavalcade. So we're going to go ahead and approach the suspects at this time. So we leave our fingerprint, make sure the back of the vehicle, the hatch here is closed. We don't want to be surprised by anybody. We're also observing what's going on. We got 2 occupants. Trash on the floorboards. Driver seems on edge. Maybe it's just because he's nervous because we pulled him over. We're going to park behind this pillar right here, and we're going to go ahead and speak to him. Good morning, sir. I am Officer Trippo with the Los Santos Highway Patrol. The reason I'm stopping you today is because you're going 67 and a 60. Any justified reason for that? If not, I need to see your ID, please.
Skip up.
All right, Mr. Longbow. Do you have your license and registration in the vehicle, and if so, where do you keep it? In the glove box? Okay, well, you can go ahead and get that for me. All right. And now, okay, we're going to take a little sidebar here. Usually we want to wrap through this quick, get back to our vehicle. You know, we don't ever want to tell them what we're doing. We just want we want to make sure that, you know, they know why they're stopped. So if they just got finished robbing a liquor store, they know that we didn't stop them for that. So they may be less inclined to shoot us. Even if we do know that, we can use this as an example to pull them over for something that they may not have been aware of. Speeding, for example. So we got his information, and we got his registration, his insurance, and our left hand. Our power hand is our right hand. We're not going to read it at the window. We're going to glaze over it, and we're going to say, all right, sir, is everything on these documents correct? If so, I need you, for your safety in mind, both you and your passenger stay in the vehicle as I evaluate these materials. Stay put for me. All right, so we're going to walk away. We're not going to turn our back on the vehicle, so we always have an eye on them. We're going to get back into our unit here, and we're going to run their information. Okay, we didn't get ID from the passenger because, you know, we're just going after the driver at this point, but he does have an expired license. I would like to know who we're dealing with the passenger, but we really don't have a need for that right now. All right, so everything else is good. He's been stopped 4 times. The first one was likely a warning. He's got 3 citations, so he's had, you know, multiple chances to do it right. His license is now expired. He's compounding all this on top of each other, so he's going to be having a pretty serious ticket here, you know. And there's no other reason for us to need to like search the vehicle or anything, so we shouldn't have an issue there. So traffic's doing its thing back there, so cool. All right, sir. I've went ahead and issued a citation for the speeding, and it also I'm also seeing that you have a
Calling Unit 4, Ocean 19.
Ocean 19 code 4.
Roger that.
So I'm issuing you a citation for not only the speeding but for the expired license. You were going 7 over, so that's $250, and the expired license is $150. So 250, 150, that's $400. Okay. Speeding is going to be the primary cause for this ticket. There is a phone number at the top. If you have any questions, you can call. You've got 60 days to either go to court and contest this or pay the fine. You can do so by calling the number and do it over the phone, but make sure you do it before that 60 days or you have a warrant issued for your arrest, okay? So remember that Los Santos Highway Patrol values your safety, and be careful as you re-enter traffic, sir. All right. There you go. Simple traffic stop. That's the way we do it. And when we get back in the vehicle, we want to make sure we blast the siren so everybody knows that we win, and we're good. So, dispatch called, made sure we were code 4 on that traffic stop while we were interacting, so we had to handle that. But now that we're done with the traffic stop, we're gonna clear it. So, Fortune 19 dispatch, code 4 on signal 18. 62, 63, 70 in that Sentinel. So that's our last vehicle, 70. It's going really fast, but then they had to slam on his brakes. So that's why you shouldn't be going fast on these curves, on these hills, because it's really easy. So Fortune 19 headquarters, 1026 on a black Sentinel, 08 Juliet Papa Bravo 796 for signal 18.
Suspect's license plate 08 John Paul Boy.
All right, so Maria Holmes. Oh man, airbagging, man. The airbagging is like insane in this game. All right, so Maria Holmes, we're gonna be checking on that whenever we get her pulled over. Now she's got an unroadworthy vehicle because she airbagged me. There's got to be a way to like adjust that better. And you know, I guess I should have been following so close, but you can't really get a plate check on anybody without being right on their ass. So that kind of sucks, but you know, it's all good. We'll make it work. So our vehicle is messed up. We want to fix this for aesthetic reasons. And you know what? We'll go ahead and put our vehicle in God mode because there's a chance we might need it. So, all right. So let's make it quick. Maria Holmes is our contact, and we must be like having a collision error because we're not colliding with our vehicle. That's kind of funny. Let's go into, well, we go into first person. How you doing today, ma'am? The reason I'm pulling you over today is because you're going 72 and a 60. Any justified reason for that? If not, I need to see your ID, please. All right, Miss Holmes, is this everything on this ID correct? Is driver's license correct? All right, and do you have your registration and insurance as well? And if so, where do you keep that in the vehicle? All right, so the visor, hand that to me. And all of this is valid and current as well, yes? All right, for your safety in mind, I need you to stay in the vehicle, and I'll be back after I evaluate this material. So we would normally not turn our backs on the vehicle, but in third person, we turn our backs. And in this view, we turn our backs. So a little inconsistent, but all good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go run her information and make sure that everything coincides. Now, we give them a lawful order for your safety and mine. Stay in the vehicle. All right, so that's not, we're not saying for your safety because that's kind of a threat. For your safety, stay in the vehicle. Like, so it's your safety and mine. Stay in the vehicle. Now, what you've done is give them a lawful order to stay in their vehicle. So if they hop out of the vehicle and try to start arguing with you, you can then arrest them because they're refusing a lawful order. All right. So and then you get more and more of this on your side because when you go to court and you look and you wrap this the same way every time, when you get to court, the judge is going to say, well, every single time and every single report he's done this the same way, they're more likely to side with you. Even in some instances, they've had people follow these steps, pull over judges without their knowledge, and in court come to find out it was better for them because the judge, ruled on the officer's behalf because he was pulled over and he knows the way that they do the traffic stop. It's good to have this repetition because at any point in time in this cadence, if you have to resort to the last step, which is action, if that is arresting them, pulling them out of the vehicle, having to draw your weapon on them, you can go there at any point in time. But the point is you cover your ass the whole way through, and you're always going to come out clean legally. Well, you should at least. You'll have a much lower chance of getting screwed over litigiously. So no active warrants, stopped, never been stopped, no citations. She was just speeding, first time offense. Technically, this could be a warning, but as a highway unit, we don't usually give warnings. We kind of write citations. And now our vehicle's unroadworthy. So she's nervous. It's been her first time being pulled over, and we did rear-end her. We're going to give her the benefit of the doubt. All right, ma'am, everything looks good. It looks like you've never been stopped before, but you really need to watch your speed. At this time, I'm going to issue a warning that will be on your permanent record. Okay, this is going on your driving record. It'll go away after a while, but the point is, if you get pulled over again, the officer will know that you have been warned. Okay, so please drive safe because Los Santos County Sheriff's Office and the Highway Patrol, we all value your safety, and we want you to be safe out here. So drive safe, man. Be careful getting back into traffic. All right, so issued a warning there, and man, we just went right through our vehicle. Wow, did you see that? Apparently there must be some kind of issue with the mods or something because we just completely walked through our unit. So it makes me kind of wonder if we can even use it for cover. I'm going to look at my settings real quick and see if there's something wrong, and if there is, I'll fix it. Well, we have our collision enabled. I checked all the settings just now, so just kind of weird. I guess we'll kind of play it by ear, and hopefully we don't get in a situation where a bullet will fly through an invisible vehicle here. Alright, because of where we are, let's ride up the road here. Get back to where traffic starts slowing up. And everybody's having to come around this corner and slam on their brakes, you see. That's not good, and it's because of how the road is laid out. So we're gonna run radar here and see about stopping people, because this is a really dangerous place for people to be speeding, you know. I say at most they shouldn't be going over 60 for sure. I mean, I would say 55 after the bridge, because you have that turnoff up there. So I mean, we'll go ahead and call this 55, 59, 60. See, that's 5 over. A 74 and a 55. That's it's pretty insane. That's almost, let's see, 55, 74. That's 19 over. Fortune 19 dispatch 1026 on a baller 01 golf uniform 6904 for a signal 18.
Suspect's license plate 01 George Union 6.
License expired, no insurance. Well, he's going to lose his vehicle today. You have to call him a taxi, and he's going to get cited as well. So, man, oh, damn. Like the airbagging and shit. It's unreal. And, you know, this is a heavy vehicle full of police equipment and shit, and that's just a recipe for disaster. Let's light this guy up. We got to get him stopped as soon as we can. Maybe I think one of the mods are out that keep people calm, but I'm not too sure. Let's see if we can get him after this guardrail. Damn, come on, Mimic. You do so good most of the time. Pass up the guardrail, please, sir. Gosh, this is a nightmare. We keep rear-ending him because of the way Mimic works. We slamming on our brakes and stuff, so... We're gonna try to get him past the guardrail. I should have waited to light him up after the guardrail, but I didn't think it would last this long. So that's just me not knowing my area as well as I should. But it's all good. We're where we need to be now. So let's get him off the road. And dispatch is saying that we're showing that he's uninsured, and that being the case, he's not gonna be able to drive his vehicle if that's the case. So we're gonna pop out and speak with him. His insurance information shouldn't be current if that's the case. So let's go ahead and put our fingerprint on the vehicle, make sure the back is not open. Walk around to the front. Driver seems fidgety, odor of marijuana, so they're likely been smoking. All right. Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Officer Trippo with the Los Santos Highway Patrol. The reason I'm stopping you today is because you were going about 19 miles over the speed limit. Any justified reason for that today? If not, I need to see your identification, please.
Get bump.
All right, Miss Meekins. Do you also have your registration and insurance in the vehicle? And if so, where do you keep that? Glove box. All right, you can get that for me now. Anything in the vehicle I need to know about in the glove box before you grab that? Nope. Okay. Hand that to me. All right, is everything current on this information? Okay. In that case, I'm going to go evaluate this. I need you, for your safety and mine, stay in the vehicle, okay? All right. Let's go ahead and evaluate this. All right. Expired license, no insurance, and speeding. So, I mean, 19 over. Let me see. Where's my cheat sheet? 19 over, she's looking at $700, or we have an option to arrest all the way up into like 30 miles over. So, I mean, she's looking at a $700 citation. Plus, she doesn't have insurance, so that's $750. I'm gonna have to get a calculator out. So no insurance is $750. The speeding ticket is gonna be $750. So let's go ahead and total this up. Now I went ahead and tried to make a standard of kind of like what the violations are and the amount that they would need to pay, because we have that option to decide that. Usually as an officer, at least in my agency, we don't decide how much they pay. We write down the infractions, and if they contest it in court, they can either have all of them, some of them, or none of them applied to what they owe in fees. If they decide to plead guilty, they pay all the fines, and that's determined when they go to the courthouse to figure that all out. But in this situation, she's looking at $1,500 already, plus she's got a suspended license as well. So we got no insurance, suspended expired license, and that. So she's speeding, expired license. It's going to be plus $150. So she's looking at a $1,650 basically citation, and she's going to have to not keep her vehicle. So in Louisiana, where I'm from, vehicles don't have insurance. We place a yellow tag on the window, and they have, I think, about 48 hours, if I remember correctly, to pick it up. Otherwise, it'll get towed. So in this situation, we could leave the vehicle on the side of the road and give her family or a friend an opportunity to come and pick that up for her. But regardless, she's going to have to, she's not driving on today, and she's going to get cited big time. All right, ma'am, so I went ahead and evaluated the materials, and I am going to be issuing you a citation. It appears that you don't have your any insurance on the vehicle. Is that in fact true? Okay, it is. All right. So it is illegal in this state to not have insurance on your motor vehicle, and your license is expired, and you're speeding. So all of these compounded together, you're looking at a court date. Okay. So we're gonna have to seize the vehicle, and of course go from there. Now, this is something I'd recommend you try to do better next time, because let's see, we'll do no insurance, because it's not very wise. So I'm going to go ahead and issue this, and you need to take care of this. You got 60 days to appear in court or plead guilty to this. As a matter of fact, because of the charges, you actually will have to go to court. So you could go to the courthouse here in Banyan Canyon or Los Santos County and handle it there. All the information you'll need to know is on this citation. You can call the number if you have any questions. So, yep. I guess I'm a douche, but it is what it is. You can't be driving an uninsured vehicle, and you can't be speeding and have an expired license and do all of this illegal shit. So, we got a vehicle stopped right here. We're gonna go check on that. I was gonna go after the guy that was acting an ass, but we gotta figure out what's going on here. All right, so you're blocking a roadway. It's not good. Fortune 19 dispatch, code 4, and then last only 10. Fortune 19 dispatch, you're gonna need a 1026 on a ruiner 69 Hotel Foxtrot Mike 652. Damn it! God.
Target license plate.
Brakes aren't good enough.
9 Henry Frank Mary 652. Proceed with caution.
This Fortune 19 dispatch is going to be a signal 18. Oh man, son of a bitch, hit the wrong button. Okay, we got to do this again. Wow, well this is a total screw up. Let's get them back on the road, and we're gonna stop them again. Alright, here we go. Man, sorry about that mess up, guys, but Grand Theft Auto. Good morning, sir. I'm Sergeant Trippo with the Los Santos Highway Patrol. The reason I'm stopping you today is because you got some issues with your vehicle coming across my system of not having any registration, and you were actually stopped in the middle of the road impeding traffic. Is there any justified reason for that? If not, I need to see your identification, please, sir. Damian Roberts. And ma'am, would you mind giving me your ID as well, please? Jamie Simpson. All right, sir. I'm gonna go evaluate this material. Is everything in this correct? Yes, all right. And do you also have your registration and proof of insurance? And if so, where do you keep that in the vehicle? Glove box. All right, can you get that for me? And if there's anything in the glove box that I need to be worried about? All right, cool. Get that for me, please. All right, all this information is current here, sir? Yep, okay. Well, for your safety in mind, I'm going to ask you both to stay in the vehicle as I evaluate these materials. Stay put. So, talk about a snafu of a day, huh? At least it's traffic stop. All right, so we've got both of their informations. We're going to go ahead and run the vehicle, see what the cat drags in. All right, so no insurance, vehicle's getting towed. Stopped 3 times, citation twice, got a warning, got 2 citations. So stopped in the middle of the road, it's not good. It is Damien's vehicle, so he will be dealing with that. And we also have to search the Jamie girl to see if she's got anything wrong with her, because we may have to perform an arrest if she's got warrants or something. So, notifications. All right. Jamie Simpson. Common spelling. We should be able to run that. Sorry, I've got I'm belching. No active warrants. License valid. Never stopped. No big issue. She's fine. They're just both going to be on their feet today because we're going to have to tow the vehicle. All right, sir. So I'm going to have to go ahead and issue a ticket for impeding traffic there and for having no insurance. So, let's see. No insurance is going to be $750, and impeding the flow of traffic is going to be at $150. So it's going to bring you right at $900. And the primary cause of this is no insurance. So today we will not be able to let you go on your way driving forward with this vehicle because it is illegal in this state to be driving with no insurance. You have a court date 60 days from today. You need to appear in front of the judge to talk about your lack of insurance, etc., as well as the stopping traffic. This is a mandatory court date, so you will have to go. First 19 dispatch, you're going to need a 1079 and going to be code 4 on that signal 18. Craziness. Craziness, craziness, craziness. I got a hunch on this vehicle. Basically, I don't know how they're driving. I want to see if we can run their information real quick. Fortune 19 dispatch, going to need a 1026 on a Feltzer 83 Papa Delta Charlie 228. San Andreas plates.
Suspect's license plate 83 Paul David Charles 228. No 1099.
Fortune 19 dispatch is going to be signal 18 Barbanera Road on a dark colored Feltzer. Occupied time. Fingerprint. Good morning, sir. The reason I'm stopping you today is I noticed you were driving off the road a little bit back there. Any reason for that? Not, I need to see your ID.
Get love.
All right, Mr. Moser. Man, have I been doing any drinking today? Or anything in the vehicle I need to worry about? Oh, come on. Alright, reason I ask is for my safety and yours. Do you have your registration and proof of insurance as well? And if so, where do you keep that in the vehicle? In the visor? Alright, can you hand that to me, please? Alright, everything on this information current and valid? Alright, sir. For your safety in mind, I'm going to ask you to stay in the vehicle as I evaluate these materials. So the driver seems nervous. He was a little bit driving off the road there. We're looking at a possible DUI, but so far he has no issue to give him a ticket. At any rate, we'll just give him a warning. But let's just double check the information before we get on our way. He's been stopped 3 times, but doesn't look like there's any issue. All right, Mr. Moser. Like I said, the reason I stopped you is because you were driving off the road back there, and I just wanted to make sure that everything was good with you. You haven't had anything to drink today, correct? All right, good. And I have no reason to believe you have, so I'm going to go ahead and let you go on your way. Just remember, try to stay on the road next time, and we value your safety. So be careful re-entering traffic. Have a good one, sir. All right, no big deal. Issued a warning because, you know, he was just probably had a little issues keeping it on the road, so no major problem there. Nothing to worry about. All right, everybody. Well, I think this is going to sum it up for episode 5 of Ride Along LSPDFR. Did a little traffic today. Might have been a little boring for some of us, but, you know, we really want to get into the practice of forming good habits on traffic stops. You know, some of you who watch this may or may not be interested in getting involved in law enforcement, and it's important if you are, that you develop good habits, especially with the state of the world as it is right now. We're losing officers almost on the daily, it seems, with all this tension and stuff going on. If you can talk to people and think for them as they would think for themselves under better circumstances, you're doing your job. And, you know, I think that there's not enough training involved in the art of tactical language and many agencies, and I believe that would be, especially for where I live, I believe that would be a very good thing to start implementing, and hopefully that these events will show the importance of that. But at any rate, you know, it's a sad time for our country, for the world, to lose anybody's life, because all life is valuable. And, you know, when people are put into bad situations, they have to react the best they can, but it's avoiding those situations to begin with and crafting the situation to benefit all parties is how everybody wins. But with that being said, thank you for watching. If you have any comments, please leave them below. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. If you like the video, please like the video. Also, please feel free to join us on my Discord server. I'll have a link below so you guys can hop in. I'm on there as much as I can be, and I'd love to have you guys hop in and share your thoughts if you'd like to. Otherwise, you can find me on Jeff Faviano's Discord from time to time as well. I'm usually there. So with that being said, you guys have a great rest of your day, and hopefully enjoy your weekend. Take care.
Any available unit near the Paleto Bay Delta. A possible disturbance. Gunfire reported. Route 68. Respond code 3.